and remain seated if you're downstairs. Please remain downstairs until we are clear of Henley Bridge. Thank you.
Majd csinálok picture-t, majd elmondom. Ez nagyon klassz.
As we approach Henley Bridge, on our right is the Henley Royal Regatta Headquarters, opened in 1986 by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II and the centre of operations for the annual world-famous event. The bridge itself was built in 1786 from Headington stone and still rests on the original timber pile foundations. The sculptured lady's head above the middle arch is that of Isis, and on the downstream side of the bridge one can see the sculptured head of Old Father Thames. The River Thames between Henley and Oxford was sometimes referred to as the River Isis. On the right, just below the bridge, is the Leander Club, the world's oldest and most famous rowing club. It was established in 1818 and boasts among its members Sir Steve Redgrave, 5 times Olympic gold medalist, and Sir Matthew Henson, 4 times Olympic gold medalist, as well as many others from past Olympic medal-winning squads. Members of the Great Britain rowing squad can often be seen rowing on the river here in Henley. Over the years, Leander has trained many champion oarsmen and women, and is an important part of Henley's heritage.
Élő bejelentkezés a Temzéről. Befizettünk egy 1 órás hajótúrára, és most azon vagyunk éppen.
Travelling along the course of the Henley Royal Regatta, which began in 1839. The course is 1 mile and 550 yards, or 2.4 kilometres long, and the Oxford and Cambridge boat race began on this course in 1829, before moving to London. The 1948 Olympic Games held in London also used this stretch of the river for the rowing and canoeing events. The first regatta in 1839 occupied a single afternoon. Today it is staged over 6 days, with preliminary races taking place during the previous week. The Royal Regatta now attracts racing crews from all over the world to compete against each other on what is possibly one of the most famous stretches of river in Britain. The organisation of the regatta is complex and has to work with precision. Each race takes between 6 and 9 minutes, and there are often 2 races on the course at the same time, each accompanied by an umpire's launch. Only 2 boats compete, racing side by side against each other at the same time. In 2022, the Royal Regatta became a 6-day event, with rowing crews in 5 different categories, including ladies and juniors, racing in 26 different events. Members of the royal family are regular visitors to the regatta. The royal prefix acquired in 1851, when Prince Albert, husband to Queen Victoria, became the first patron. The regatta takes place in early July and on average attracts over 50,000 visitors each day. The regatta course and hospitality areas take 3 months to erect, work beginning at the start of April. It takes a further 3 months to dismantle the tents and grandstands and remove the booms and piles from the river. In the week following the regatta, a 5-day music and cultural arts festival takes place in the enclosure tents, which during the regatta house the bars, restaurants and boat storage areas. The Henley Music Festival attracts the finest artistes in the world. For example, Kiri Te Kanawa, Catherine Jenkins, Jose Carreras and Leslie Garrett, Elton John, Jules Holland, Tom Jones, Jamie Cullum,